Okay, so we want to do number 9 in the practice test. It says find intervals on which f of x is x minus 2 times x minus 4 is increasing, decreasing, positive, and negative. So how do you start these?
You can, with increasing, you can boil it out so you can get f of x and get everything for your parabola.
You guys see that? We could go kind of the whole blown, like, boil it out, set it equal to 0, find the x-intercept, find the y-intercept, find the vertex, figure out whether it's pointing up or down, like that whole blown a through j or whatever.
Yeah.
Or we could maybe do one better.
Gonna get the x-axis on positive 2 and positive 4.
You guys see that? This is already factored, right?
Right.
So if I set it equal to 0, right, to find the x-intercepts, I'm going to get 2 and 4.
Right.
Okay, so I can start my picture at least with a little bit of information. It goes through 2 and 4. And then which way does this thing point?
Upwards.
How do you know it points up?
Because there's
So it's positive.
x squared down there.
Yeah, because if you FOIL it out, right, you'll get an x squared with a, what's the positive 1, right, as a coefficient. So you're going to get a parabola that's going to look like this, right? And because I haven't scaled the y-axis, this is actually an okay picture, right?
Yep.
You see that?
Yep.
What do you know about this vertex?
In between.
Yeah, good. One, the output for it's negative, right?
Yep.
What else do you know? What's the x value?
All the
3.
numbers.
It's positive, and it's also 3,
Right, it's the middle.
right? Because it's symmetrical, so it's halfway in between the x-intercepts. So it's 3, comma, how do you figure out the y?
When you boil it out, the 2 and 8.
0.
It's not 0.
No.
Okay, it's a point on the graph, right? So it's a pair, something,
Inputs and
some,
outputs.
gets an input,
So
output,
input
or
the
an
three.
x, f of x pair.
Input the 3 to the.
Yeah, so I can stick the 3 in here, right? You guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
So figure out f of 3, right? This is going to be 3, comma, f of 3.
Negative
By
1.
my kind, f of 3 is 3 minus 2 times 3 minus 4.
It's negative 1.
1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Cool. So it's 3, comma, negative 1. You guys all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what?
So where's the line increasing?
Yeah, now I've got actually a pretty decent picture, really. And now I can answer these guys by just reading them off, right? So where's it increasing?
From negative
If you
1.
put your little mnemonic fellow on here.
From negative 1 to infinity.
Yeah, from
Close. What intervals are we talking about? What are these intervals?
2 and,
They're
Oh, sorry.
so
Yeah.
it's 2. It's negative infinity 2. That's the increase.
so increasing, right? Where is the guy walking uphill?
from 3.
Yeah, from 3 to infinity,
Oh.
right? It's inputs. The inputs for which he's walking uphill. You don't care how high he is, right? You just care that he's walking uphill. Okay, so follow that. I put an open bracket on this. Is that right?
No, I thought it was close because it was starts at 3.
So what's happening at 3? Well, at 3 there's sort of a flat spot, right?
Yeah, it's kind of.
That's kind of neither going up nor down, right? So I'm just not going to include it in either one. How about decreasing? Where's this thing decreasing?
From negative.
Oh, I was about to. No.
One easy way to do this is if it's not increasing, it's probably decreasing, right? Because the only other option is it's flat, and that picture is not flat anywhere except maybe at 3, right? Just that one instant at 3. So if it's not flat anywhere, then it's either going to be going up or going down, right? So once you've figured out one of them, the other one should just be the rest of it. You guys see that? So here I've covered almost all of it. The only thing that's left out of these two is step point 3. Right, 3 is kind of no man's land. Which makes sense, because it's not really going up or down at 3. It's just kind of weird. You guys okay with that? How about positive and negative?
Would the positive be from 2 to 4?
That's everything above the x-axis, so it'd be negative infinity to 2.
Yeah, I'm wondering which inputs give me stuff up there, right? So the inputs that correspond to those outputs are?
Negative infinity to 2, union 4 to infinity.
Yeah. So negative infinity to 2, and then from 4 to infinity. Those brackets are open, right? And then how about these guys, 2 and 4? Those are closed.
And negative, everything in between 2 and 4.
Yeah, and the negative should be the other stuff, right? Because if it's not positive, it's negative. So it should be 2 to 4. And I should, what kind of brackets?
Closed.
Closed? Why is it closed? Because they said including 0, right? They said negative included 0 and positive included 0. So I'm going to close the bracket. Your book does the other thing. They say positive doesn't include 0 and negative doesn't include 0. So they always leave their brackets open. It's cool with that? Doesn't really matter which convention you choose. You just have to pick one. Questions on this? That help?